Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I know I haven't been here for a while, but I am back now. And yeah, so let's just hop right into this. First, we're going to be using this primer. It doesn't really matter what primer that you use, just as long as that you use one, I guess. So yeah, I'm just going to spread that on my face. And under the eyes and the eyelid area, I would pat this because it helps your foundation and eyeshadows stick way better. Now I'm just taking some of this NYX eyeshadow base and I'm going to be putting that along my eyelids. And just try to blend this out with your finger as best as you can. This part doesn't really make a difference, but I like to do it. And I like to just use my finger. Now I'm going to be taking some setting powder on a brush. It doesn't really matter what kind of setting powder, but I'm just going to set my eyelids with that NYX eyeshadow primer that I just put on. Just a light coat, not too much. Okay, now I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. I'm just taking an angled eyebrow brush. I'm taking a little bit of this eyeshadow and I'm wetting it a little bit. I don't know if this will work for everybody, but it's because I have black hair and my eyebrows are black as well. This just works for me. I wet the brush a little bit and it gives me a really sharp point. And then whenever I start drawing on, it makes it a lot easier. See that? Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of foundation on a flat brush and I'm going to clean up underneath my eyebrows just to make them seem a little more sharp than what they are. Okay, now I'm going to take this eyeshadow by Mary Kay. It's a really old one called Brick. They probably don't even make it anymore. And I'm going to take this brush, and I'm just going to pack that onto the lid and into the crease. And at first, this doesn't have to be super neat because we're just going to blend it out. And then you want to take that same brush and go ahead and hit your water line right here. Sorry, I couldn't think of what to say. Okay, once you have this shape, you want to take a clean brush, a fluffy brush, and you want to blend in small circular motions going inward. And then once you get to this part, you want to go ahead and buff the other way, because I find that it helps have a better and clean, more clean blend. Now I'm just taking the same brush and I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same step as I did on this eye, on this one. Start in the outer corner and just pack. And it doesn't have to be neat at first because we are going to blend this in later. Now taking a clean fluffy brush, the same one I used on this eye, I'm just going to blend it out in circular motions. Mostly focusing on the edges, the harsh edges. Now I'm just taking that other clean brush. This is an e.l.f. brush. It's just really soft and it really buffs out everything. Again, taking this brush, this smaller brush, and I'm just going to take that right underneath my lash line at the bottom, my water line. Okay, now that we have our smoky eye, I'm gonna take this palette right here, um, and I'm gonna be using this shade right here with the hole in it that I use a lot. I like to cut my crease with this one. It works really good. Like, I don't know, it's like a highlight shade or something, but it's just really blinding and I really like it. Okay, now I have my flat brush. I'm gonna be taking it and I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crease. And if you have hooded eyes like me, you might wanna okay, here's my natural crease right here. I draw my cut crease way above that, so I can it can appear that I have a larger set of eyes, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's a little trick that I learned. Okay, now onto the other eye. I'm gonna do the same thing I did to this eye. Dipping back into this palette, into this color right here. It's a nice champagne highlighter color. And you just want to overdraw your natural creases. Now that we cut out our crease, you can see right here I tried to blend it in as much as I can, but I'm just taking a fluffy brush and I'm dipping back into that brick eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna hit the outer corner and blend in this line right here of demarcation just a little bit. Now I'm gonna take this eyeliner pen and I'm gonna go ahead and just line my eyes a little bit. Now I'm just going to do the same thing with the other eye. Now I'm going to take a black eyeliner pencil and I'm just going to fill in my waterline. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move on to foundation. And I'm going to be using Fit Me foundation in matte. And this is color 320. And then for my highlight and contour, my highlight I'm going to be using a Fit Me stick as well. And this is just in a lighter shade, shade 115 Ivory. And then this is a Fit Me stick as well. And it is in the color 355 Coconut. I'm going to be using that for my contour. Now with that lighter foundation shade, I'm gonna go ahead and hit my under eye area. Now I'm just gonna wet my beauty blender with some. Now I'm just gonna wet my beauty blender with a little bit of aloe vera juice and water. And actually, I'm not gonna use a beauty blender. I'm using this angled sponge. It helps because I do my eyeshadow first, so it helps me not miss all the hard work that I just did. Now I'm going to take some setting powder on a fluffy brush. I'm just going to set my areas. Now I'm going to take this darker foundation shade, it's called Coconut, and I'm going to put that on my cheekbones. Now I'm just going to wet my beauty blender and we're going to go ahead and blend all these lines out. Now I'm going to be taking this brown eyeshadow and using it as kind of like a bronzer to set this cream contour. So what I like to do, I like to pinch the end of my brush, and I like to start right here and just drag it down, and then it makes a line. And then buff that in very lightly. Now I'm going to take a sponge like this, and on this part, I'm going to go ahead and dip it in my setting powder, like this. And I'm going to cut my cheekbones right underneath where I contoured, just to sharpen this up. Now you want to do the same thing on the other side. Now I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and just dust this off. Now I'm going to move on to my beard. If you don't have a beard, you can step this step, but yeah. So I just take a little bit of eyeshadow, the same eyeshadow I did my eyebrows with. I mix a little water and aloe vera juice inside, like it's mixed together already. But I just put it on this thick brush and then I just start filling in. Just so this doesn't look so harsh, I'm going to take a spoolie brush and just blend it out a little bit. Okay, so I decided to put these little rhinestones on my eyes. So I'm going to be using this lash glue. It's a clear lash glue. And I'm going to be dotting that where I want my diamonds. Or rhinestones. I'm just taking a Q-tip, a wet Q-tip, and it'll hold the rhinestone. There's the first one. And there's the first eye. I'm just going to do the same thing that I did on this eye with the rhinestones and the glue on the side. lining my lips with this NYX lip liner that I really, really like. It's called Vintage. Now it's time for eyelashes. Everybody always asks me what kind of lashes I use. I just find like eyelashes like online or really pretty lash patterns, and I just stack them together, and there you go. You have a huge lash. And I don't know, I just really like the way they look. Now I'm going to take my highlighter and I'm going to add that on my cheekbones. Now I'm just going to do the other thing with the other side. Or the same thing with the other side. Now I'm just going to set my face with this setting spray.